up, guys? Bones88 here, and it is time for some more Battlegrounds, baby. We're just chilling. It's about to go down. Let's go look at what kind of Gear 12s he has, where my history is, and all that. So, let's count some Gear 12s first. Okay, he has 2 Gear 13s. We'll count them as 12s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So about 23. Let's go see how many I have. I don't have that near as many as that. See, it's 21 Gear 12s and 2 Gear 13s. Alright, so how do I do this? Alright, go back. So how many have I lost? 3 now? I lost 3. Lost against Pan, that was a good one. He had a pimped out Nelly in the back. I am rank 114. I'm happy with that. Anybody we know around us? Nappy, what up? What up? I might play you eventually. You never know. You never know. Anyone below me here? Macwin, what up? You're right next to me, man. Oh my god, come on. Scroll. That's about it. That's all I see around me. Alright, alright. Oh, I hit back. Drives me nuts. And let's look to see what's going on here. My goblins stopped him once. Took everyone out pretty easily there. Took everyone out pretty... I think I mean, that can't be too hard for him, you know what I mean? So I'm sure he's just waiting to see what I do before he has to put any more effort in there. Alright, alright. So he pretty much smoked me. I think it's pretty much a loss because it's going to take me way more than one try for most of these. But we're going to have a good old time and let's do it. Let me catch up on the chat here. Zary said just popping in and saying hi to everyone, my brother. Love y'all. Got to go unload some insulation. Be good, all. Love you, Zary. Thanks for coming by, brother. Please don't work too hard, my friend. And don't touch any insulation without some gloves. Advice from me to you, brother. Pan says, don't lose your path. Stay with Red Bull. Yes, I love Red Bull. I love the taste of it. It's pretty good. Alabama says, are we going to see you attempt the newly nerfed Baldur event? Oh, I can try it. Why not? I guarantee you I'll get trashed, but... Minecraft Boy 345678. What up, buddy? I think that's the first time I've seen you here, man. Good to see you. Is that GoldenEye music? It sure enough is, man. We got some old N64 playlists going. Definitely need to add some more to it, but I'm just lazy and I haven't done it yet, so... But thanks for coming by, man. Good to see you. Well, we're going to be here for a while, so let's see what we're working with, and let's get started. Alright, we got Delane. We have a regular Soleus team. Everyone's about averaging 160,000. That's nothing to look forward to, really. We got a usual buff team. Ugh. 185,000 Zera team. We got the regular goblins, regular pride. Alright. Let's just see. This is the one that's going to be worrying me, so let's just go in and see what we can do at first. We'll try the usual things. If we can't do anything, we will try something else. But if you get the right RNG, the goblins can punch up quite a bit on his Era team. So first, I'm going to try the regular team I always use. If that doesn't work, we will try putting Pigwald in there. If that doesn't work, we'll go with something else. Something tells me this is I'm gonna get completely demolished, probably. But yeah, Alabama, we can give it a try. We can give that. But I don't have Cannoneer. I have 3 Gear 12s though. But I heard Kevin Bob was I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't test it. I was so irritated with the game. I'm still irritated with the game. But so my heart just wasn't in it. I knew I would never be able to achieve it. I know with the way things are right now, I won't get to play the game for another that event for like 6 months. You know what I mean? So I don't know. So he's Gear 13, so I'm not going to try to work on him. I know we need him to because he'll cleanse, but I just don't think it's a good idea. I think I'm going to go for more Doom. Hopefully this works out. It's not looking too good so far. But you never know. Hopefully we can get some blind going. That'd be cool. Probably not, since he's stunned. That's exactly the one you don't want to get stunned, is shot. Damn it. Ugh. Honestly, I don't like Gorham. He's only there to keep Adam tanking. So maybe we could put Pigwald there and try something different. Because he wasn't taunting at the time we needed him to anyway, so... I needed him to take that slash from more Doom. But look at this. I mean, they lasted for a while. I think you get Pigwald in there, we might be able to blast him. Who's taunting? Okay, that guy is. Or that totem is. Hate that totem. So I have some optimism for sure. We're going to try to get this out of here. I think we could probably back out at this point. But let's try to put Pigwald in Gorham's spot. Pan, I think I was 600 or something. Put 0 effort into it at all. Oh no, I don't care about Sin. He's cool. Wasn't worth putting any effort into. Unfortunately, my effort in this game has dwindled a lot. I will say that they've acknowledged some problems that we've all been complaining about in test server today. That's very hopeful to hear about. What was said and discussed and how it was responded to has made me very hopeful in the game. Me and Zeri have talked about it, and it sounds like they're going to do something different. Now, everyone's response is, well, this, and this. When's it gonna, you know... I'm not saying it's gonna be better. I'm not saying it's gonna get worse. But from what was said in the conversation, it sounds very hopeful. It was a very positive conversation, and obviously something happened. I don't know if it was a dip in money or what. If they're still making the same amount of money they would have never acknowledged and spoke to us today. Something happened, money-wise or something, for them to reach out to us. It wasn't me asking a question or another person or saying what's going on. It was them talking to us and saying, hey, we've talked about it. We realize there's a problem and we want to fix it. And then they ask our opinion on what they should do Not just on how to fix the problem, but other things to make the player base happy. Obviously, there was a dip in monetization or money that was coming in or something for them to do this. So obviously, if they want to not lose money, they have to make a change, and I think that's what drove them to do something. Whether that's a bad reason for them to want to now make us happy, but hey, it's the power to the people kind of thing. We've talked about this last couple weeks. People quit paying for stuff, they're gonna step it up and try to make us happy because they want our money. They don't want to kill the game, they want all of our money. They thought, wow, this got popular real quick, we're making tons of money, so why not make it even more greedy? That's what they've done, and it has not paid off for them. So now they're going to backtrack and think, what the hell can we do to get things going again? Because man, things were nice, now they're not. I guarantee that's what happened. Whether that happened or not, that's what I told you guys. In order for them to notice and listen to us, you have to make a statement. And obviously, enough people quit spending or cut back on their spending enough that they're like, whoa, 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 what's going on? They know what's going on, but they didn't believe it. They're like, oh, just don't listen to them. We're going to do it anyways. Well, guess what? It backfired, and obviously something's going on to where now they want to listen to us, and I'm fine with that. You know, that made a difference. It was the power to the people kind of thing. Like, we made a statement, and now they've listened. Before, they've heard all of us complaining in the forums, and Reddit, and Discord, and private messages, everything, and they did not care. Now, all of a sudden, today, they care. So something drastic happened for them to want to make some changes. Does that mean that I want you to go out and start spending it again? I'm not saying that. And I think everyone should still wait to see what ends up happening. Maybe it's not, maybe they're just saying that to get us to come out here and say everything is good again, and then nothing changed. I can't tell you what's going to happen. But all I'm going to say is that I am hopeful, and I feel better about the game after talking to them. And there's nothing really else I can say, but I think it's about to go back into a positive view, because I think something happened money-wise. Goblin. And if some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I posted in my Discord earlier that we had a conversation in the test chat, and they pretty much said they want to fix the problems that everyone has a problem with. You know, it's not just one or two of us complaining about it, it's everybody in the game. A lot of us content creators shared how we're not in love with the game anymore. We're actually falling out of love with this game, and we would quit today if it wasn't for the community and other things. And I think they're starting to realize that. And it's starting to show, I bet, in their pockets. Alabama, you said you don't have your pigs built. Heck, it will be months till I get a pig lead to 7-star. Yeah, that's another thing, is like, I'm not going to have Nelly or Cannoneer for another freaking 8 months, probably. So there's no reason for me to go crazy and start building people up, spending my Dre coins and stuff, when it's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to lock anybody. So I don't care about Ace and Sin because he's not going to make my roster better. Who I want is Cannoneer. Without Cannoneer, we're now behind. So it's just, I didn't care about, I no longer care about the events until I can farm Kulai, Stem, and Tellius. I want Stem. I need Stem. You can beat it without a lead if you have Stem. The whichever legendary event you're needed for, I can never remember. But without Stem, it's impossible. So wow, this went south way quicker. I want to blame it on RNG. What the fuck? Yeah. We're just gonna back out of that one. That was terrible. Payne, you said you didn't spend your chest, did some artifacts to 5, and spent some DC or Dragon coins, but got under 200. Wow, damn, Payne. I don't know. I opened up all my shards, all my chests. I did the basic stuff, but I didn't. I got like 600. I don't know how people can just open their stuff up and get 200. I've had to work my ass off. I have to spend Dre coins. I have to suck every little tournament battle and arena battle I can. And I still barely make it over 300 every time. So maybe Gorm was making a bigger difference than we thought? I don't know. Pain, I can't really tell you that. Maybe Cap here can, or Wargul, but I don't know, man. I haven't even been on the test server, unfortunately, in a while, because before I would be so excited to test the characters. I don't even care, because I'm not going to get to play with them anywhere but the test server. And I can't have fun with them because all the teams I face up against are like Gear 13 characters. So it's not that fun, unfortunately. So I can't tell you, buddy. I can't give you an honest opinion about that. And as a content creator, I need to buck it up and do it and play it anyways, and I will eventually, but this game is at a standstill, unfortunately. There we go. I'll take that. Damn, man. Okay, I had some good RNG the first time around then. So what? I gotta take my arena team, I guess, against this? And still possibly lose, I'm guessing? So when do you want to use Pigwall then? Because isn't that the thing, is they assist? Oh, God. How slow can this go, man? And I picked the wrong one. Let's try this. If I can knock out a few people, maybe we can bring in my goblins and finish. I mean, we're not gonna win this one, so let's just see how far we can get. I'm working on my Nelly, and if I could have Stim, I'd be confident. Well, I have Stim unlocked, so I'm gonna work on Stim and Nelly, and they'll be useful to me in Battlegrounds. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I'm not able to get a taunt, right? I don't know who to kill first. Zalinar is pretty annoying too. Why do I have shot back here? What the fuck? Why was he back there? I didn't think I had him. Maybe I did. Man, I really need what's his name? Buff to give that turn meter over to what's his name? Okay, how did Kevin Bob get taken out there? That's weird. Okay. Hopefully we have enough AoEs going. We can make some kind of difference. So, is Murdoch not a good fit for Pigwald then? Who do people like to put him with? Rantha or something? Oh, but his stun lands, no problem. What do you know? Let's restart it. Those three stayed alive for quite a while, actually. Alright, Lahane, that's what I thought, man. I see him usually with Rantha. I think I have him with Rantha on my defense. If not, I need to. Let's look. I don't know where I have her at. No, but I'll have to change that up. Maybe put Bar and Scent with my Zera. Where's my Zera at? Is she back here? I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, maybe I should put Bar and Rail over here. Make it like, take a couple of these, put them up here, and have, yeah, I need to change that up, for sure. Alright. And if you're talking to me right now, it's locked up for some reason. Don't know why. Story of my life. Poor me, little old Eeyore. Oh, did you, Cap? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got me outmatched here, man. Pretty sure. I just need to get some cleanses, damn it. See, I need him taunting right now. That's why we need buff. I don't want to use buff. That's like breaking up a bunch of teams I don't want to break up. Damn it. Get off my Zera, fool! Has anyone ever heard of a taunt? I need some healing, man. That's the problem right now. Can't believe she stayed alive this long. Come on. The stupid taunt one. Is there ever one that isn't taunt? For the AI anyways? And then it's so tanky. Lahane, he removes 2 debuffs anyways. Okay. We'll try that. Cap, are you going to go live to do it? I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be here a while, but... probably wouldn't have time to do it, actually, if you waited till after I did this. I don't know how much Keb is doing, to be honest. I'm going to try this one more time, but I think I might put Saboteur in. Alright, bud. I'll try to hurry up and get this done, but... we're still on the first try, and it's been 25... or the first person, it's been 25 minutes. I need to get at least to the back. I'm going to try to go for Zalinar. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad idea. Yeah, no good. And then guess who gets a taunt totem every single time he puts it out? Every single time. There's not much RNG to it when that's the case. Wow. How dare they actually go for Centurion? They're always going to kill a person I need the most. Spectacular. Damn it, man. Come on. I doubt Saboteur even lasts that long. Cobra, he said, question about the Baldur event. What was the answer? Did you try it? I need to get my ambo up for Gear 12 if I want to have any hope. I haven't tried. I'm at the last thing. I tried it. I got decimated. I heard how hard it was, so I never tried it. I have not tried it since they released that patch today, making it easier. I'm not sure about that. Cobra said Zalinor on enemy team always gets taunt and or wind. I always get the heal one that never saves anyone. Yeah, Cobra, that healing is like pissing in the wind. I don't even see their bar go up. It's horrible. He needs some kind of buff, I think, that at least do the amount like the imps, Mordoom's imps, they do a decent amount of healing. Like that's about just right. That totem's just a waste. It's just terrible. But yeah, the RNG, it's been a known thing since day one. The AI is so favored. I shouldn't have to sit here 8,000 times and do this. I kind of like the stupid AI, you know what I mean? But they always know who to go for, who to kill first. It's really annoying. Pan, got to go. Catch you on Discord. Good luck. Hope you full clear the fool. Thank you, brother. Love you, man. Have a good day, buddy. Thanks for coming and chilling, man. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to do the RNG thing of hopefully I get 2 people out and then we're going to clean it up. I can't be here all day trying to do this. Let's try Saboteur. He may die quicker than any of them. I have that feeling, to be honest. And I think I have a better chance of not taunting the first time around. Because it really makes a difference when I don't taunt at all. I'm just getting smoked. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. And I seem to be doing better when I focused on more Doom. There we go. I'll take that. Let's do it to him so we can, everyone has ability block. Since doing his job. Oh. Can Saboteur do his job? No, he's ability blocked. Great. I kind of want Reval on this team. With all those imps getting bleed out there, he might be able to full clear some fools. Dude, holy crap. Just when I needed you the least. Thank you. God damn. How's he hitting that hard? How do you guys... How do you guys ruin your Zalinar? Because he was hitting for some crazy amount there. Mine never... It's like being peed on. Lots of pee references. I don't know from experience, but I'm sure it's about as hard as my Zalinar hits. Dude, I mean, what the fudge? Definitely raging. So that was useless. Salvador was trash there. At least I was putting damage out. I just need to kill 2 people. I did it earlier, but my dumbass backed out. Cobra, you said enemy Zalinar always double taps. Yeah. That's not fair. The RNG should, for a fun factor, the RNG should be in our favor. I'm not saying it should be one-sided, but it should be like 60% us, 40% them, RNG-wise. And I've complained about that since day one. I think most people have. My sense just fast enough to absorb that slash from Mordoom. Watch. I bet his tenacity is so high. Oh, nope, we landed it. I really want Raval on this team. Okay, that's nice. Looking good. What do you think about going for... Yeah, Zera. If we can get Zera down, that takes away leadership for when we clean up. So, that would help a bunch. Let's put this because of Centurion. I don't know if that mattered, really. I'm going to save that. Okay. So, from here on out, whatever is a plus. So I will take this. For sure. He's actually a little weaker than I thought he'd be for 13. Come on, I need one more AoE. Maybe we can take him out. Oh, those assist potency things. Potency things. Those assist stuns. You're killing me, man. And you can't do anything about it. Such a good kit. He's been here since day one, too. I'll tell you what, a Gear 13 Tromgar is pretty fucking scary. Yeah, now they're just gaining health back at this point. Come on, man. Alright, we're just gonna use our goblins. We can move on with the show. Okay, Cobra, you said your Zalinar's room for speed and crit chance. 4,900 damage. Really? Okay. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I need to get him to 7-star. I need to try on tournaments a little bit harder. So I feel like him Gear 12's a lot harder to deal with. And his wasn't even Gear 12. If it was, that would have been a pain. Alright. Come on, scroll down. I believe in you, Blue Stacks. You can do it. You have to believe in yourself. Alright. Let's get this person out of the way. And go to the next one that takes me 10 tries. Panda said there's been a lot of piss talk in the stream. Hey, it's what we enjoy. What can I say? So I have a question. Is his leadership activated since he's in the front? If so, that's bullspit. Get out of here! I'm sick of you. Cobra. Once again, Warghoul was talking about some. There's I think a couple, but I don't know them right offhand. It's probably something I need to figure out because we're gonna start seeing them a lot in Battlegrounds. So I'll do a little bit of research. I'll talk to Warghoul a bit, and maybe I'll make a video just on the counters for that because she's technically meta, you know. But I don't know, buddy, right offhand. But I'll research, get some knowledge going. So if I'm sure that won't be the last time someone asks. Gear 13 Nelly is scary. Yeah, it's probably unstoppable. Unless you have a Gear 13 counter to it. Panda, you have a 6-star Nelly? That's pretty good, man. That's pretty high, dude. Mine's 3-star or 2-star? I think she's just 2-star. I'm still taking her to Gear 11. My stem's like 4 or 5-star. I'm going to take him to Gear 11. And still make a good Battlegrounds team out of it. Because that's still going to help you no matter what star they're at. In some way or another. It'll improve your roster no matter what, so... But yes, she is scary, man. Even Gear 12, she's scary. Alright, so here we go. Do I think this is my counter's going to work on this? Not at all. I think they're way more overpowered than my Demons team is. My Schlanger lead. In no way do I think this is going to work. But we're going to try it. It never hurts to try, right, folks? $119,000. So I like to go for a shot first. I should really try to ability block Frank though. I forget to do that too. And if we start over, which I think we will. Dude, come on! Slinger, you're trash! Fix your move! Let's give the turn meter to Kyra. I'm gonna go ahead and use the heal move because he'll die in like a couple of hits, so I might regret that now. Ugh. We're just gonna keep the taunt going here. Trash! Oh, man. That was so good. How embarrassing. You can't even remove taunt. And now we're blinded. If you would have removed taunt, things would have been fine. Just once, actually, is all we really are asking for. I don't know who to give this to. I guess him. She's blind. For how many hours am I going to be blinded for? Are you done being blind now? Is it that hard to kill shot? Like, mine dies instantly. How many people have health? Not very many, so... I'm just using that move on just for damage. I don't even care. He doesn't even remove anything. Oh, thank you, Lord. Look how many... These pigs out here are going to screw us here in a second, though. They're going to start dropping bombs on us. If he would have just removed taunt once, we'd be okay. Oh my goodness. I hate when you play a match for like 7 minutes and it doesn't work out. Like, how annoying is this? Pandy said it's good news that the devs came to you guys, whether or not it's motivated by money, most likely. Maybe they will learn something. Panda, that's exactly what I'm saying, man. Most everyone's going to be like, yeah, we'll see. I'm truly... If you would have been in this conversation, you'd feel the same. I'm truly... I can't think of the word, but like... I keep saying hopeful, but that's not the word I'm saying. I think we're going to be okay. I think they learned their lesson. Because it's obvious they quit talking to everyone. They quit talking to us. They didn't care about our input. We came to them many times. Several different people came to them and said the same exact thing. Not a response. Pretty much what they tell you guys is like, well, nothing we can do. Pretty much what they would say. Then, out of nowhere, Monday morning, they say, I don't remember what she said. I'm not going to say exactly, but pretty much, hey, how can we make you guys happy? Pretty much. And now they're listening. And it was a big, long conversation with lots of input from everybody. And people should... Optimistic. There's the word. We should feel optimistic about it. It doesn't mean tomorrow they're going to release a patch and everything's better. I said this a couple weeks ago. I'll give it 3 months and see where we're at. So I'll keep that same thing. We'll see in 3 months where we are. And that's all I can really say about it, you know. Panda, I think it's time for Delman. Let's put him in. Maybe he'll do something. You never know. Apprehensive. Well, definitely optimistic was what I was saying. Kind of. I feel apprehensive about it right now. Before we talk today. I honestly don't know the exact meaning of apprehensive, but I feel like it's how I felt before today. Is what apprehensive would be. Panda, cautiously hopeful. There we go. That's perfect too. All those are good. Pick one. Cobra said, you know that they lost quite a few whales, and personally, I stopped spending about a month ago. I didn't even buy the monthly Dracoin pack. Yes, and I think that enough people, even if they weren't whales, stopped buying battle passes. They stopped buying, like you said, the Dracoin packs. So when you, let's say you have 100,000 people spending $20 a month. Well, that's, I don't know what that is. What is it? 20,000, 200,000? I don't know. But that's a lot of money out of nowhere. And especially people like me, well, you just made it really easy not to spend in this game. Really easy. And, yeah, I saw a lot of people quit. When whales are even saying they're done spending, there's a problem. Now, I truly believe money motivated, like, oh, they probably over the weekend were like, okay, where are we at? And they're like, oh, shit, we fucked up. You know, I truly think something like that. They were like, we've got to do a change. This is completely separate, but it's almost like the new Disney Star Wars movies, where they were pretty much like, we don't care what the fans think. We're going to put this out. They're going to enjoy it. And if they don't like it, screw them. That's exactly what their mentality was. And where did that get them? They screwed over the fans, the player, the base, the fan base, and they lost money. I mean, they made a lot of money still, but they have a big investment in there. and it's not what they thought it was going to be. Well, that's because you're literally giving the middle finger to the people who pay you. We're paying you for this product, and you gave us the middle finger and said, screw you, we don't care what you think. It's the same thing in Dragon Champions. But guess what? In Star Wars, after 5 years, they lost money, and they're like, oh shit, we need to do something about it. And now they've completely, pretty much cleaned house, brought in people who know Star Wars, and all that. I'm not saying that's what they're doing in Dragon Champions, but they saw the money, and it was in the red, and they're like, oh shit, we need to do something about this. Because in the end, it's all about money. And I said this for the last couple weeks, if people quit spending, they will notice. And they didn't say this, but I guarantee, 99% sure, that's what motivated the conversation today. Panda, you said they've lost other streamers? Okay, I don't know very many outside me, Starko, and Zeri. So, that could be true. They would lose me if it wasn't for you guys here. I would have been gone. I'd gladly say peace out if I was just a regular player, you know. But I've told you 1,000 times, I love chilling with you guys. I love having reasons to get on here and hang out. I want to do this more. If I could do it every single day, I would try. But right now I can't. Like with Awaken, I want to stream that, but my LD player conflicts with this, my OBS, and I can't stream it right now. I'm trying to figure out what to do, but so yeah. So that's the only reason why I'm around. Cobra, holy shit! So you said 100,000 times $20 is 2 million, which makes sense. Yeah, I'm terrible at math. Okay, so yeah, I think I would. So maybe there wasn't 100,000, but just think about if 10,000, people quit. That's still hundreds of thousands of dollars they've lost, and I guarantee they notice that real quick. That's still a big chunk of money, especially to a company like that. They're not EA. They're not whatever Strike Force people are. This is a small people, and they're making a good chunk of change. And when a couple $100,000 is lost, they know it, and I guarantee you they lost at least that much. And they're like, hey, what the hell's going on here? Alabama, you said also the new pig, which is Ace and Sin, didn't add much to the game? No. I mean, he's good. I know talking to the guys that did test him that he's pretty damn good. But also, Tinty, the Goblin, he makes your Murdoch team better, but not like crazy better. Is he a good addition to the Goblins? Yes. But any other time, I would have paid for any, just because I like the resources, I like supporting the game. But how we've been treated the last month or two, maybe even 3, I didn't want to buy the Battle Pass. I did get the Dracoin pack because I'm still playing it. And if I didn't, my God, my progress would be stopped. But I've had no desire to buy the Battle Pass characters. They're interesting. Their kits are good. They're good characters. But I just don't care. If you're going to treat us like shit, I don't even care anymore. And you're right. Ace and Sin isn't that... It wasn't some character I was like, oh, I gotta have. Nessa, I was like, I gotta have her. She looked cool. Her kit was cool. She was a leader. Until you start giving us more Dispellers, maybe another tank, that's something I would go out for, or another leader. Those 3 things are something I'd be like, oh man, I might get the Battle Pass. Otherwise, it's just another attacker. We have 8,000 attackers. We need a couple more tanks. We still need some more leaders, and we definitely need some more Dispellers. That is lacking bad in the game. Panda, you said the new pig will be needed to Gear 12, one of the other new key too. Yeah, I don't mind that. I do not mind that. But make the people farmable. Make them farmable. First month, they're a Battle Pass character. Second month, they're shards only. For a month. Third month, they're made farmable on a node, in an arena, Battleground store, somewhere. By the 3rd month, they should be farmable. That gives the whales 3 months to enjoy it. And guess what? It's going to be another 3 months for free-to-play or people like me to farm that character. So you got 5 or 6 months where the whales still are ahead of you. And no one complains about that. Everyone knows to expect that. And that's how it's going to be. That's how it should be. And they're still making money. Because if even like someone like me wants to get that character up and going, I have to buy Dre coins to get him geared up quicker, and so I can use him. So they're still making money steadily. And we come back every month because even if you're free to play, you have something to look forward to every single month. I mean, when they start this process, if they ever do, you'd have to wait a couple months for to get a character. But let's say 6 months later, every single month you're going to get a new character to farm for free. Because as the process keeps going, eventually every month a free-to-play player will get a character that they can farm. But it's already been out in the game for a couple of months, but after a while, every month you'll have a new character you can farm. That brings us back. It's something very simple. Just a hero collector and me will keep playing if I can farm new characters, but progression has stopped. Dead. Stopped. Unless you are whaling enough to take someone to 7-star, which isn't cheap even in this game. Progression has came to a halt. That means this game has came to a halt. And they know they fucked up. And it's crazy. But that's the power of the people. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. This goes for our country. If the whole entire country came together instead of always fighting about vaccines and masks and race and all that, if we came together, our government would quit fucking us over all the time. But that's a whole other story. But it's the same kind of thing. The people have the power in video games, in movies, in life, in when it comes to government and all that stuff. We have the power. It's just people like will just say, "Oh, that's okay. They'll figure it out," or "We'll never make a difference." If people actually came together, like we just did, we slowly started telling everyone. Everyone got pissed off, and we all shared the same thing and stopped spending for the most part, or cut back, and they noticed a huge difference. That's the same with anything else. So, you know, I'm proud of all you guys. I'm proud of everyone I don't even know or talk to in the other forums. I'm just proud of everybody because we came together and it made a statement. And I'm telling you, they listened this time. When money takes out of their pocket, they were listening. Let's see what else you're saying. Asenson can clap pretty hard. Yeah, Cap, you tested him. I didn't, but I heard positives. You know what I mean? Like he's pretty good. Panda, it is a huge if right now, but 2 weeks ago they said they're in the shards. That's the only way you can get them. Today they weren't saying that. That's why I'm optimistic. And I think they will become farmable. I don't know how long it's going to be, but pretty soon I think. I think they're going to get it out quick because they're losing money. And, I don't know who said it, but, you know, actions speak louder than words. That's 1000% right. Well, I think they're going to take action sooner than later, or that's just every day they don't do this. That's thousands of dollars they're losing. So I think they have to put something positive in the game to keep people around and keep spending. They have to soon, and we've given them positive feedback about that. No one was fighting in the chat today. Like we were there to help. We're here to make this game money, to make it healthy, but also make the player base happy. That's what us testers in this chat are there. Like, we're here to tell you, no, that's wrong, don't put that in there. And we're also here to say, that's a great idea, you should do that, or come up with ideas of how they can do it to make money. And they've got to start listening to us, or they're just going to keep screwing up. Because we kind of represent you guys. Even if they're not content creators, us testers are here to kind of represent the people. And say, because we think the same way you do. We're not getting paid for this, so I'm not being biased towards the devs. You all know, and none of us are. We always sit there and say, hey, you guys are screwing up. Do they listen to us? No. But we're always there to tell them the truth. But we're also there to help them make the game better. And we voice what the community feels. Because we feel the same way as, I feel the same way as the community does. So, hopefully they'll start listening again. Cobra, I was thinking about that too. Cobra said Pride Tank. I would drop $100 for it. But I agree, unless it's a game changer, no thanks. Completely agree, Cobra. And that's what I was thinking when I said tanks too. You could still add some more tanks here and there, but I definitely agree. Another thing is, a lot of people may not care, but I want another race. As soon as these legendaries are done, we're all settled, I want them to start working on another race. I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to wait till there's 10 dwarves and 10 pigs before they work on anything else. But I'm so sick of these races. I'm ready for another one. They've been out too long. I'm ready for another one. Panda, you said you wail out when I'm in the mood, but not for every paywall pattern time and time again. Yeah, exactly. And before, we felt like we weren't pressured to wail. Now they're like, we're going to soak every little penny out of you, and if you don't like that, then F off, pretty much. You know? That's how it is. Panda, thank you, brother. Love you, buddy. That means a lot, guys. Subscribing means a lot. I really appreciate it, man. It goes farther and helps more than you guys even know. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you, Panda. Love you, buddy. Love you, sugar. Cap, I agree, man. You know, I'm not going to say what... You and I both know what happened, but I felt very optimistic after our talk today, and I think we're getting changes. The tone and Liz's breath and the way she made her message, it was pretty much like they want to make changes. Liz is just the messenger. I think she's been going to them for weeks now and saying, you guys got to change something. I guarantee you, she's also for the people. That's her job. I think she's been saying, hey, people aren't happy. And I guarantee they look at her and say, well, they're going to have to like it. I guarantee they shoo her off and say, they're just going to have to like it. This is how it's going to be. And I bet you they've been doing that to her for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I bet she's like, you know, I'm telling you guys, I don't think it's going to be good. And they were like, money, get out of here. I guarantee that's what happened. And all of a sudden, they're like, money. Oh, no, we don't have any money. Come back in here. What do we need to do again? You know what I mean? I guarantee that's how it's worked. I guarantee you. And she is just the messenger. And I told Zeri this earlier in messages. She has more part in their success than they even know. Than we even know. If it wasn't for her, I think it would not have been as successful as it became and still is. I know some people get in arguments with her, but you got to remember, she has thousands of people bitching her out for something she didn't even make a choice over. So maybe she gets a little grumpy sometimes. I would too. Now it's her job not to get grumpy with you and just be nice no matter how bad it gets. I completely understand that. I understand. But she does not make the decisions, and she doesn't make the final decisions. She makes suggestions from what she hears from the player base. I guarantee that's what her job is. It's about the community with her. She is not sitting there making decisions or even coming up with ideas, I bet. Panda, I did. I love you, sugar. Thank you for the subscription. Every person who subscribes gets replaced as sugar or pumpkin. And Panda, I told her that. I go, I absolutely love that Garn video with her. It was really cool. It was cool to get to see her face and do a little bit of acting and stuff. It was really enjoyable. I agree. But it was just like a random thing they did. I was like, why not make that a monthly thing or something? It's just they do things at random and never go back to it again. I don't understand that. Panda says, don't tell your girlfriend. Jeez. I wouldn't, but she already heard me call you sugar. She's right here cooking on the other side of the wall. Alright. Love you guys, but let's figure this out. Okay. So I don't remember what I was trying to do on this match. I remember I had a different suggestion. I don't know. Let's try it again. Why not? Yeah, Panda, I really screwed myself, man. I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight, thanks to you, bud. Hope you feel good about yourself. Little sugar buns. Okay. I think if I can just remove taunt once or twice, things will be better. Oh, God. If the assists ever stop. Come on! I'm doing this to possible. Come on, you can't kill him. What am I paying these people for? I gear you up constantly, and this is what I get thanked for? Sometime I just want to do like a video. Maybe she could get like on a video. I want it to be like a positive one. I don't want to like drill her with drama questions, but just something to get her on like on the channel. I do like a little interview or something. I think that'd be pretty fun. I need Shadar. That's the thing. I need Shadar. Do you guys think like a Rantha, Goblin, little other something else team could take this out? This is just random. Maybe he can dispel some stuff. Yeah, Beard, I agree, man. I almost killed him too. My trashy ass Mega Wheel. I need to like, I don't know what his runes are, but I need to do it for like damage. I understand it goes off stacks, but if I could just get a little more damage out of him, I would have had that. I can ever get around. I mean, that tenacity on that tank is nuts. And you only get a certain percentage chance of even doing it. I hate those caveats. Like, already you have to go through a potency tenacity increase. Then you only give me like a 70% chance of doing it. That's trash. Like, get out of here. I've got to come up with like a Naya team or Cruel team. Because it's just screwing me over, man. I'm still behind Taunt. How sweet of you guys. And then we'll have a blind here soon. Fog! Another thing is he doesn't even land it. He misses half the time. Can you guys believe it's only the second match and I'm at what, an hour now? Dude, back when I really didn't know what I was doing, these things would go 3.5 hours long. And we're going on that right now. Because even a smooth one is about 2 hours. And I will. I need to go have DoorDash bring me a Red Bull or something. This may not do anything. I just thought, why not? Yeah. Yeah. That was trash. I'm about to have to go to the bathroom. We're going to be here a long time. Oh, man. Oh, man. We'll just use humans to get through it, man. This is ridiculous. Like I said, I already know we're gonna lose, so why not just get through it? My God. Yeah, I agree, Alabama. I agree, man. Let's give it a try. Does anybody in here have Tinty geared up or anything? Does anyone use her? Yeah. I mean, if you had Tinty, she would definitely make the Zera counter a lot easier. For sure. Yeah, how would I counter your asses back? Let's go. Or not. And don't get me started on the trash ass RNG that you get with Garrett, but they get with Garrett. Almost dazes every time when the AI has it. Never do I get anything but poisons and fire. How about an anti-magic? How does that sound? It sounds amazing. And this dude in his goddamn taunt is pissing me off. Oh, more poison and burning and whatever the other crap one was I had last time? Thank you. And then when I need it the least, he's gonna come out with something I needed. I mean, you see how many times I got poisoned and what other shit no one wants? His ass better taunt, so when I hit him with this anti-magic arrow. Oh, God. I mean, my slinger team did better than this. I'm just using it for the damage at this point, and it still didn't kill the shot. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry, I have to go use the bathroom. I'm about to piss my pants. Ugh. Alright, I'm back. I'm back, boys. 2 hours. Alright. God, guys. I'm getting my ass smoked right now. Not literally, figuratively. Well, so far, my best chance is with that Slinger team I had. Let's throw Shadar in there. I didn't want to do that because I absolutely need him on a buff team, but doesn't look like that's going to work out. Surely, with all that turn meter being fed to me, we can do this. So, Slinger. Schlinger. Could always use humans. Auto mod held a message for reason. Sexuality, sex, or gender? Allow will post it to chat. Panda, whatever you said, they didn't like it. I was like, what the hell is this? Really, Cap? Well, he said it's your only loss so far. I don't feel so bad then. Yeah, he's tough, man. I haven't even looked at his runes or anything. How's the Bakery Guild doing, Redbeard? Well, and Panda, it showed me it, and I allowed it, but I didn't read it, so... I mean, if you can find it, just copy and paste it, and I'll read it out loud. That's stupid. I've never seen that in my life, ever. I didn't even read it, I just clicked allow. Okay, so Panda says, come on, man, I need my good entertainment now. Later, I get to watch my Lions get trounced by a pissed-off Aaron Rodgers and his Fudge Packer club. There, it's even highlighted. That's why. Yay, Monday Night Football. Hey, man. You see what I'm wearing, Chiefs. That was a pretty crazy one last night. I'm pretty emotionally hurt right now about it for sure. That's why I was so excited to do this, because I was like, I can't quit thinking about that stupid ass game the Chiefs did. But yeah, how mad is Aaron Rodgers? You know? He didn't seem too mad on the sideline, so I wonder if he's doing this shit on purpose. That's what I think, but I'm also a conspiracy theorist too, so I think you have a better chance than you think. Although, you know, Jared Goff, I'm kind of about him. I've never been a fan of that guy, to be honest. You guys got screwed on that deal. Because Stafford's going off now. I just have no way to dispel this taunt, man. Except for Slinger. I might put General Murdoch's artifact on. If I have another one on Slinger. This is just trash. All they're doing is building up protection. Like, how was I getting around this taunt last time? My God, man. This is ridiculous. And I won't even get to get those stacks off, I bet. How was I getting around it before? Oh, my dude! Just like, and that has to happen? Get out of here. Wow. I forgot I was... if I lose because of that stupid blinding... Everything went well for me there. What a dumb arse. God, please. Please. That was huge, though. That was pretty cool. So if you can get him up to 20, he'll drop it like it's hot on you. Thank you, babe. I already drank a pot of coffee, so I needed to get a Keurig now. It's needed for this one. But yeah, Payne, I'm excited. I just love football, man, so I'm excited to watch that tonight. It'll be a good game either way. Down to 9. So, you guys know more about this team than I probably do. Is there a trick or anything of getting him up to those 20 stacks? Should I be doing some kind of strategy to get him there? Because I don't know anything. I just know that it's supposed to counter this team, and so I just use it. It usually works out. I know he doesn't do shit with 8 stacks. Oh my god, come on. We did it! Lord R and Jesus, thank you. Oh man. Yeah, Panda, yeah, I don't know. It's a strange ordeal with Rodgers and the Packers right now. Yeah, Panda, you said you'd still take the first round picks. Yeah, man, but there's always that chance it's a bust. I think Stafford's, he was done, man. He's been there for a long time. How many years was he there for? A long time, man. If you know, tell me how many years. So I was wondering that the other day. He put in his time, you know what I mean? I just think it was time for best for both of them to part ways. Okay. Order. You know what I'm doing here? Always. All freaking ways. Where are you at? Damn. You're all the way down here. Down the bottom of the barrel, man. This. I'll do that. Let's slap. Oh, wait, that's Tobald. And we'll try it with him. I thought that was Boardman. We'll try it with him. Why not? I don't use him for anything else. Where's my... Oh, there he is. There she is. Let's give it a try. This might be the one where they just start one-shotting me, I have a feeling. Panda, you said your gobs are underdeveloped, all Gear 11, but being outpaced as others Gear 12 and Gear 13. Yeah, man. Gear 11's the new Gear 10. It's still the minimum you want to put into somebody, but God. Even Gear 11, it doesn't matter. So anything below Gear 11, it's nil. And these newer characters, you can tell they're designed to get the most out of them at Gear 12. You can just tell that's what they're doing. Alright. Let's work on Boreas. He worries me. Whoa! Did Hera just one-shot that? Was that Hera or was that Boreas? Yep, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. What do you know? What a freaking surprise. Great. Come on, baby. We need that zappy AoE in here. Okay, that'll help us for a second, at least. Come on, baby. Okay, I knew that would happen. I'm okay with that. Let's try to take him out one more time. Alright. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go. Hey. First try. We gotta do one battle like this. Come on. Let's go. This is my favorite duo, I think. I'm not saying they're the best, but I absolutely love Zappy and Boardman. So fun to play with. Man, get out of here. I'm sick of you. Boom! I think these two are the counter to Pride. I don't think it really matters who you put with them. He was there since 2009, so what is that? 12 years? Yeah, I agree, Panda. I've always liked Stafford. I thought he could make some really crazy plays on people. For sure. Your Thaness is 3-star. Yeah, I don't know. Like, she's pretty good. She's kind of bad. I don't really know how to take her. But mine's also like 4-star, so don't feel bad, man. Macwin, what up? You had a little shout out earlier. Me and you were right next to each other, close to each other on rankings here. But not much, man. I'm getting my ass smoked. We've been here for 2 hours, and I've beat 3 people. So, you haven't missed much, I don't think. But, so, I mean, these look doable. Yeah, man, there's been a lot of retries here. Alright, let's try to take this out with my Thalane. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yep, I took the Viagra I call Battlegrounds. So we will be here all night long. Getting fucked. Excuse my language, getting screwed. That's right, Mac. We're gonna win, aren't we, brother? We're gonna do it, man. I'm glad you believe in me. Give me all your spirit bomb energy. We'll be here for 3 days, 3 episodes. And then when I drop it, I'll still lose. Okay. I don't know how much I trust in Kellerian to really do this, you know? Who's gonna be my last? I feel like Singeal's trash. Not Singeal, Failure. I don't know how good I feel about this, but let's go anyways. Oh, Mac, you won yours? Congrats, brother. Oh yeah, Cobra, we ain't going nowhere, man. Until I full clear. Even if I've used everybody, we're gonna sit here until next Battlegrounds. No, that would be cool, though. I would love to do a 24-hour stream, but oh, God. Oh, man. It'd have to be a game I don't mind playing for 24 hours straight. Some people do that shit, though. It's crazy. So let's try to kill this cat. I never know. What do you guys think? Kill, Radash or Shadar first? Oh, we're probably gonna be here a while, I'm guessing. I feel like Shadar's a little more important. Wow, that was pretty bad. Ugh. Alright, that's not gonna work. Shadar, yeah. Panda, he's terrible, man. He is bad. Delman, you're trash. Get out of here. I've got to come up with something better than that, though. That was bad. That was pretty bad. Get out of my face, Delman. I don't like Tellius because he'll put a mark on Tank and you'll never get around him. So... Cobra, you said Radash only helps Shadar. Shadar helps the whole team, and it hits harder too. Yeah, I agree. His kit's so much better. He feeds crazy turn meter. Definitely, Panda. I think Ren was okay for a while, but then the power creep got too crazy, and she's just a wet noodle. She doesn't even hit hard. I don't know. I would say Delman's better. I would say Delman's better than Ren. I really can't stand Ren. I'm not saying you can't get her to like do well in a certain comp, but I'm good. Thank God she's resisting everything. Oh look, we get around it, and guess what? Everyone's under invisibility. God damn it. I have an idea. I got a better team than this. That was terrible. I think I'll put Kulai and Cruel in. That will help me get around the taunt. And Mage Healer synergy. So, let's go back here. Wonderloo is absolutely useless for me, so I said Kulai and Cruel. Those go together well. Oh, Kulai and Cruel. They go together well. Dude, I'm freaking spitting it, man, today. Alright. Get some attack up, remove some buffs, get around taunt. Hopefully this will help. Alabama says, welcome to the tenacity meta. Naya might help. Okay. You're right about that. I forget about her a lot of the time. Her and Cruel have very unique ways to get around taunts that don't necessarily require potency or dispelling. So they're actually better than people give them credit for. Okay, so Shadar. If she dies right off, I'm gonna be irritated. Damn it. Damn it! What do you want from me? I think we need to go for Kyra. Because she's putting everyone in invisibility. Cobra used Delman more, yeah. I mean, so do I. He's better than Ren, I would say. What the hell do I need to do? Do I need to go back to the lane lead? We can try Naya instead of Cruel, I guess. Are humans very good against demons? I feel like they are. I can't wait to see the back row. You know I'm gonna be like, ugh, I quit. Cobra, you didn't full clear. Had to lead that Gear 13 Dwarves alone. My opponent only has attacks a couple of spots, then stop. I think we wait and see if I full clear, but we will see if I can get a hold. Alright, man. Hopefully you do, brother. Gear 13 Dwarves. Hey, I had a Gear 12 Nelly against Pan the other day, and I didn't even try it. Plus, we had been here forever. And I think I had to go do something else. Anti-magic. Right from the get-go. That's not what I need. Can you wait one more turn? Probably not. I'm putting this on her just so she doesn't die, because I feel like she's going to. Okay, I'm not going to use that up on her. We'll wait. Cruel, anytime. Oh my god. I did not... It's things like that that can, like, turn the tide. Like, I didn't know she wasn't taunting. I was just clicking buttons. Damn it. And look. It'd be cool if it like took me to like 10 minutes before and I like clear 3 territories and win. You never know. Alright, what do you think about taking a dummy team in there? And then using the lane? I can't believe how long it takes for me to deselect characters on here. Hopefully I can get just enough so that they... Kyra does her invisibility. Kiri does her taunt. And we should be good. Is Baldur better than Nelly as lead? I think so far people think Nelly is better. Said Mac. Yeah, I agree with Mac. I think Nelly's better. But with the arrival of other dwarves, Baldur could be better in the future. Yeah, I think Baldur's good, but they really made Nelly OP. I think right now she's the best option. Hopefully they didn't get too many cooldowns, but we'll see. They used a lot of their good stuff. We'll just use the humans. I don't know what else to do. I don't know how I'm going to get past these humans. That's another problem I have. I really want to use the lane. I always use the lane. I don't know. We'll see. If we get to a certain point, if we get to 3 hours, we might just have to call it quits. Just call it a timeout, because it's going to take me forever just to upload this thing. I got to eat supper and everything else, so unfortunately it might be a timeout kind of thing. Because we've been here for a long time and haven't got very far. I mean... I wasn't even paying attention either. I should have did this to Shadar. Yeah, I'm getting pretty close to quitting, guys. This is pretty bad. I'm going to try on this one more time. We'll go to the back and just clear those out for some points, and we're going to call it good. Because, I mean, we're just going to be here all freaking day, so... That I'm telling you that human teams are going to be here for about another 30 minutes. It's just they're all going to take me about 30 minutes to do, and I can't do that, unfortunately. I mean, I had a chance last time. I'm fucking done. You Battlegrounds. How dare it be enjoyable like Grand Arena? It's got to be split. They've got to lower the nodes required. I'm not saying keep it to 12. Lower them to 10 or something. Maybe 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, 10. 3 in the back on each node, 2 in the front. That's plenty to have fun with. Like, it's got to get split, man. Some people want to disagree with me, but this is taking too long. Either, if I shouldn't have to take this long to do a Battlegrounds. It's too long. It's too long. And especially when I have only got 3... Look, guys, we're at 2.5 hours, and I've had 3 matches done. It's too much. Even if you glided through it and beat everyone rather quickly, it's still a long process. I can't believe we only did 3 matches right now. That's insane. No mode in any game, unless you're in a console single-player game, no player versus player game should take 3 hours to complete. Win or lose. It should not take this long. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to come in here and just slaughter these guys and call it good. And it's frustrating. Sure, this looks great. My goodness. Cobra, you like kits that are very offensive. They crush on attack but are easy to beat against the AI with the right counter. It makes the combat so much more fun and go much faster. Cobra, I agree, brother. I agree. And then you got Gear 12, Gear 13 on top of each other. Like, I'm waiting for Gear 14 to come out. It's ridiculous, man. Great, I marked the bear. That's why I don't like Tellius. I enjoy him a lot, but he'll mark a tank. That's the point of having marked, is not to mark a tank. I wish there was a caveat that said, unless he's a tank. And you're like, mark a death unless it's a tank. Because there's not one tank you want to mark in this game. Not even Kellerian. You know? Yeah, Cobra says the slog of mirror matches in Global Arena is getting really old. Well, in tournaments, in Arena, in Global Arena, it's all getting old. It's not fun. We need something else to do. Battlegrounds is growing stale. It is getting stale. But it keeps from getting stale if they split it up. Because you never know what's going to be on defense. You'll never know. Everyone's going to do something different. And the strategies are going to be completely different at that point. You'll even find different teams now. Because when you come in here, you pretty much know what you're to expect. It varies very little. I almost see the same defenses every time. And you're never surprised or anything like that. But when you split it up, you might be keeping certain characters for certain reasons, and it creates brand new teams, and it's going to make it fresh and be more fun. But my goodness, 3 hours for 3 matches. And that's another thing. The AI is so one-sided that you really can't make it to where if you log in, if you back out, you lost that team. You can't use it again. I don't know if they should do that because the AI is so one-sided, you would hardly ever win a match. I don't care how good someone is. It's really hard to one-shot a team on Battlegrounds. Alright, what did I even select? I don't even care. I don't even care. Pride. Fine. I don't even care right now. Yeah, Panda, Zeri mentioned that. Zeri said like for 1 week or 2 or 3 days, or each day, even if it was one day and it changed the next, where you can only use pandas, you can only use humans, you can only use pride, and so on. Like, change it every day, change it every 3 days, change it every week, whatever. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And I remember watching a video where Zeri said that, and I was like, that's a really good idea. It's different. It freshens things up a bit. That's cool. Because, I mean, someone might have a better panda team than me. And then they'll be able to rise up farther than they usually can. You know? Or almost make it like tournaments where there are... I don't know. Maybe you don't want to make it too much like tournaments. But yeah, I agree. Like, keeping it like race only kind of thing, that would be awesome. Cobra said if Delman got a T8 passive that lets him ignore taunt, would have made him useful. Dude, I suggested that in the test chat months ago. And I think Liz and everyone else was like, wouldn't that make him OP? And I was like, no. No, he's unusable now. If that was the case, he would be... If you could do that, he'd be usable. And I guess they think it's too crazy. I don't think that's crazy at all. He dies quickly. He's supposed to be a damage dealer. I guess. You know, I don't really think so. But... Cobra said splitting BG will also stretch rosters, so you'll have to put weaker power teams on back wall. Then you can try to underdog on offense. Make it so much more fun, strategic, and faster. Yes. And that would almost fix my complaint about getting screwed over for having a more overall roster. You know? At that point, now you're being rewarded more for having a larger variety on your roster than just having 2 amazing Gear 13 teams. You know what I mean? Because if you have 2 Gear 13 teams, you slap them on the front, and someone who just worked more on their roster overall will never be able to get past that, you know? But yeah, you're completely right, Cobra. Completely right. It would just make things so much more fun. Panda, I don't hate Hera. I think she's pretty awesome, actually. But she is trash if you take away her lead. So as long as she's there for her lead, she very rarely dies for me. And I think it's one character that you would never have to take to Gear 11. Not right now, anyways. I never have a problem with her. Cobra, you said the problem with only letting you use one race, it would still be nothing but mirror matches, just different ones. Well, Cobra, I agree with that. I don't know how you get around that on Arena. You know what I mean? It's unless you have a rock, paper, scissors meta, which I totally am for, but that's not what's happening. Yeah, you'll always have to deal with it. And it's kind of the same way in Galaxy of Heroes or anything else. It's hard to get away from the mirror match things towards the end. But I'd just say it'd still make me want to play Global Arena more if they did it race specific. And Cobra, you said if the daily bonuses in Global Arena were like 10 times what they are now, it might mix things up a bit. Yeah, and also that store needs to be... they need something else besides that shit in the Global Arena store. That's horrible. Horrible. Why even put an arena store there? I mean, I'm not saying I don't buy some gear out of there, but you're gonna create an entire new mode, new store, and put 5 purple gear in there. You're not gonna give us any gold gear or premium shards. It's stupid. You said that wouldn't make Delman OP. Maybe then Thalane was meta, but now elves are so bad it would not be bad at all. Yeah, Cobra, I mean, anything to make them better is a positive because you're right. They're not very good. I cringe every time I have to use them because it's never a guarantee. Panda says it'd be at least be different mirror matches for the time being until the next week are changed. Yeah, I agree, Panda. Matt, you said true. These daily bonuses are worthless. Nobody changed their arena team. Yeah, and... be a good Samaritan. When you go to bed, put in a crappy defensive team so that people can climb up and get their medals. You'll go down, but when you wake up, you'll be able to climb up again and get better rewards. So, you know, pass that around to people. Be a good Samaritan. Do that. It helps them. It helps you. It's just a nice thing to do. It makes it easier on everybody. So if everyone does this, it'll be so much easier. I do it every night. Sometimes I'll forget, and I'll be like, damn it, I didn't set it. But I do my best to try at the end of the night, throw in like Zara lead with no one else in there. It makes it easy. I can just, you know, get rid of 4 people and hit whatever, and people can climb up. Yeah, Cobra. Cobra asked me to show off blessings. We can do that, brother. Let me take this out, and we will do that. And I've heard some really good ways of coming at it. So the way I approach it, I'm not going to say is the best way. I don't think it is. I don't know what the best way is to approach blessings, to tell you the truth. But the way I'm doing it is... Sorry, I lost my train of thought here. Well, the way I started out is I would pick a faction. I would take 2 stats to level 5. Then I moved on to another one. Did the same. 2 stats to level 5. And I kept doing that until I did it to all the races. Now I've already done that. So now I'm just kind of randomly going somewhere and picking, okay, what squad do I want to... And I just add 1. After that one's to 5, I go somewhere else and add 5 to another one. It's kind of just random, whatever I'm feeling. Until I get everything to 5, every stat to level 5, then I will pick 1, and I will spend all my time taking it to 10. I'll pick another one, take it to 10. That's my strategy. Is that the best way? I don't know. Probably not. But I'm satisfied doing it that way. A lot of people have said just pick 1 and go all the way to 10. A lot of people are saying potency first and then tenacity second. Like I said, right now, I've never been someone that's like, I need to get the most efficiency out of my account. I kind of just do what's fun. I always want to stay up with the meta, of course, but of course that's impossible now. I'm just going to auto this because they should just auto this crap out of these guys. And so, like, what's your guys' strategy? How are you guys approaching blessings? Alright, that's Battlegrounds. It's probably going to be a pretty boring one, but my god, we're at 2 hours and 50 minutes. And so, Mac, when you said you're putting blessings on your arena guys, you're going to go to 9. Okay. And why not 10? Actually, I don't know what the highest level is. Is 10 the highest level, I guess? Well, this guy smoked me bad. That's why he just sat there and was like, yeah, we'll just see what he does. That was not cool at all. That was quite embarrassing. Alright. So, blessings. I don't think I've even done my dailies yet. As far as... Why did I do that? Come on. What am I looking for? There we go. We can add a few blessings too. I don't have a lot, but... So... Yeah, just starting out. I've done 3 on humans. Health, shield, damage. Orc, I've done 3. That's potency, damage, and health. I didn't mean to take that one to 6. That was an accident. Elves, I did health, damage, and crit damage. Goblins, I'm doing health, damage, and crit damage. I kind of feel like elves and goblins both need almost the same things, you know? They kind of rely on dealing some damage and assisting. I know elves don't assist, but like both of them kind of need crit chance to get the most out of them. You know what I mean? As a whole, you need quite a bit of crit chance. And they're also both pretty weak. So I thought, why not put some health on them to help out, which didn't matter as you saw today. And then, you know, you rely on assists from and crit chance from goblins, so why not make them hit harder And the same with elves. Like, they're just all offense. They're not real much tankiness to them. So that's why I did damage and crit damage on them too. Pandas, I've only done damage and health. Oh, look at this. We're gonna. Oh, the reason I didn't put anything on pride, because they're doing everything I need them to do when I need them to do it. So I'm gonna put more resources into everyone else, because where my pride is, it counters everyone I need to counter, and whenever I use them, they're almost 100% do what I need. So they don't need love right now. I think they're a pretty good team for me. Dwarves, I did health, damage, and potency. Half pigs, I did health and potency. And demons, I did health and potency. Or health, potency, and tenacity. Oh, 9 to 10 is expensive. It's 1,400 gold medals. Whoa! Yeah, I figured it'd get pretty ridiculous after a while. You can go to 1 to 9 for 1,400? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Squirrel, how's it going, man? Good to see you, brother. Squirrel says, I went with tenacity and potency blessings for half pigs and dwarves. Then I went 4 to 5 on the rest of the stars for both of those. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's bad at all, Squirrel. That's a good idea. I think everyone agrees probably tenacity and potency are probably the two most important things, I would say. And Cobra, you took every stat in every race to 1. Then I took 2 stats to 3 on every race. Since then, I've been focusing on pigs and dwarves, as those are my 2 best teams. But only going to 7 on any one stat. Okay, that's an interesting approach too. And it wouldn't be hard to take everyone to 1 either. I would say yes to all that, guys. What should I do? My demons definitely need some help. My goblins, maybe goblins. Maybe elves. I think I really want to work on my elves and goblins because they're my 2 weakest teams I have. So I'll probably put something into them. Tenacity. What do I need? I might just put shield in the elves. Because the more survivability, the better. Kind of need potency. Let's do potency. Hopefully I can get it to 5. I think we can. Let's go. Hey. Alright. Alright. So yeah, that's it, boys. Anything else? Okay, I told you I'd do the Baldur event real quick. So I have Barn Rail, Scent, and Keb and Bob are all gear 12. These 2 aren't. I don't even know if they're ruined good enough, to be honest. What is my background doing? I don't know. I think it's because of the light. The sun's shining through. I need to get like a blanket or something. Oh, guys, man, we have been on here for a while. It's going to take me all night just to get it up onto YouTube. Is her colors different? Is her shield always red like that? Hold on. Guys, am I crazy or is that a different skin? For a little baddie. Cobra, I figured that from what I've been hearing. I figured that. And I guarantee you I'm not ruined for this event either. Realistically, I'm so far away, like, I don't even care. Everyone can have their Baldors and stuff. If I lose on Battlegrounds, I lose, I guess. And then Mara is a good counter to Keb and Bob. I've lasted longer than I thought I would, though. I'm pretty much reliant on getting Cannoneer, and the drop rates on those things, that's going to be another year before I get Cannoneer. After like 4 tries, I don't even know if I unlocked him. I don't remember. I think I have Cannoneer. I think I unlocked him after 4 chests. You know how many refreshes and thousands of dollars worth of Dray coins it takes to get someone like that to 7-star? My goodness. I can't imagine. But I mean, hey, they survived for a while, but yeah, if I had like Cannoneer, I think I might be able to beat it. It would take several tries. But yeah, that's about where I'm at. Yeah, Squirrel, they released a like a little update in the Discord saying they even let us know what they changed. So I don't know where you can go to see that, but because my Discord's closed right now, or I'd show you. But yeah, they nerfed it this morning. Squirrel, have you unlocked it yet? What am I working on? Nelly? Stim? I need to go spin these before they cash out. What can I get for 500? Barely anything. $300. Scroll, you spent 10 tries but couldn't kill a single of the enemy characters. I heard it's really bad. That's what you get when you don't let us test it in time. You have Gear 11 Wiz, Gear 13 Bar, Scent, and Keb. Wow, wow, wow. Cobra, damn boy. And Gear 11 Ambo, and I can't beat it. Really? Wow, dude. That's crazy. So I wonder how... something tells me Cannoneer is the guy who makes it easy. Even with Wiz, which is stupid. Your legendary character should be able to help you beat the other event more than Cannoneer. That's stupid. You can get to the second phase, but my ambo dies too fast. I should be good if I can get him to Gear 12. My goodness. Squirrel, you have Gear 11 Wiz, Gear 13 Bar Rail, Scent, Keb Bob, and Gear 12 Ambulance. Alright, well, try it out, Squirrel. Let me know in Discord how it turns out for you. Because I might as well be Gear 12 and all these freaking characters then. So that when the time comes and I do get Cannoneer or Nelly, I can do it. But alright guys, I gotta get off here. Love you all dearly. I appreciate you guys' time and hanging out with me. It's always a great time. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.